Okay. Good morning, everybody. It has been a while. I am Heather Ruth. I'm a life coach, intuitive coach, and quantum numerologist. I love all things love. I love all things truth and revealing, and talking about our feelings and getting into that place of really truly knowing ourselves. So, hi, how are you guys? It's been a while. It's been quite a while since I've been on here. And I wanted to come live sooner in October. However, my voice and stuff did not allow me to have that luxury. So, what am I here to talk about? Just a random conversation. I need to get those words moving, those insights coming in. But what I'm noticing is some big shifts and changes, not only within myself, but within the frequencies and energies of the world, and standing up and really truly claiming who we are and loving that no matter what, unapologetically finding who we are inside and loving that at every turnaround, at every ebb, at every flow, at every mountain, at every rock that gets thrown in our path, whatever that might be, being totally in tune with ourselves, being totally and completely one with all of the universe, with the earth, with your fellow people, really truly allows us to anchor in the stability and growth in loving ourselves. Excuse me, I may lose my voice halfway through this, but I'm here anyway. This is not perfect. This is not meant to be curated. This is me feeling inspired to show up to say, hey, you know what? It's a long journey to find ourselves. It's a long journey when we're healing certain aspects of ourselves. But I do believe that healing can come to an end. And at that end of that full on, heart wrenching, painful healing process, we can start getting into things like creation, into understanding who we are and honoring that at every single turn in which we're desiring. So for me, it was just, I was scared to say things like, I'm a quantum numerologist. And a lot of that was rooted in the fact that I didn't think my family would understand. And then therefore, I had fear built around that. And I got to a place where it doesn't matter if my family understands. It's, what do I understand? What do I know to be true for myself? One of the questions I ask myself every single day, what do I know to be true to me right now in this moment? And that's really all that matters, is understanding who we are, of landing into these loving spaces of wonderment and curiosity, the excitement of discovering something new or discovering something that's always been there, but you never really knew about it, or you hadn't really played in those waters, and forgiving ourselves for all of that. I know I've gone through some really deep forgiveness over the course of the last year. And for sure, we're dealing in a world that is out of our control for most of the things, but yet it's not. You are in control of everything in your own life, all the choices, all the ideas that keep popping up. It's up to you to stand and decide where to go and follow through with them. Um, and so I'm here just to say hi. I'm here to say I'm coming back. I'm feeling more alive in what I want to say, and that I'm not repeating myself um 100 times over. I was kind of feeling like a broken record there for a while. And I had to dive back into my own practice. I ask my clients to do certain practices. Well, then I therefore need to step into that as well. And so when I fall out of my own alignment, it's like pulling yourself back in. It's like the life raft, right? Your tools, your modalities, the things that you believe in are your life raft. They're the things that you can go back to so that you can tune into who you are, what lights you up, the things that you want to do, the people you want to surround yourself with. And it's really, really important that you remember those tools, that you utilize them the best that you can. And it's okay to have a toolbox full of a million tools. And some of those tools will work sometimes and some of them might not. And so that's the whole point of having a toolbox. for a lack of a better metaphor or example. And I'm in this program right now called Mind Shift, and it is amazing. My body is changing, my mind and everything that goes along with it is absolutely transforming. And I work with clients that are dealing and healing trauma. And trauma is something that absolutely is a part of, especially my generation, world. And it isn't of any fault of anybody's that we have experienced different traumas. And because maybe we don't understand what trauma really is. I'm not talking about a head on collision where we might have PTSD. That is trauma. But I'm talking about other small traumas that happen inside of us when we don't get certain needs filled as a child or as an adolescent or as a youth or even as an adult, depending on where it happened. Some of my traumas happened in university where I felt very unseen. And it was like when I started feeling the pieces of myself falling away. And in rediscovering all of that, I've lost, I don't want to say I've lost, I've seen so much changes in friendships over the last couple of years. And I've gotten to a point where I know me and I know I'm friggin' funny and I know that I make mistakes and I know that I mash up sentences and I know that I describe things with sounds more than words most of the time. And I'm very animated. And I had lost that animation. And as I was rediscovering it, friendships change, lifestyles change. We choose and make ebbs and flows. And that doesn't mean that love is lost or that love was never there. It means that you learn to love yourself so intently that you honor that. You don't mind if you're misunderstood. You don't mind if people don't get it, what you're saying, because you know what you're saying. And that really is where the magic lies in life. So I challenge you, go find yourself. Do the things that you want to do. Don't read the books that your friend's reading if you're not really interested in it. Read the books that call to you. Grab the ones off the shelf that speak to you. Grab the journal that speaks to you. Go for the pen store. I'm a pen junkie. And grab the pens that light you up, that feel good in your hands. Not necessarily what someone else say. People can recommend things. That doesn't necessarily mean it's for you. You are the only authority on you. And it's time for us to truly grab a hold of that, to truly fall into this love space in especially these times where things are changing, frequencies are changing. I'm going to come here and I'm going to talk about numerology. I'm going to talk about how that allowed me to land into more settled, firm ground of who I am. I'm going to talk about frequencies and energy flow. I'm going to talk about maybe quantum physics when my brain actually fully understands what it is that I'm reading in certain aspects. I take my cues from ancient civilizations. They were so wise and had knowledge that I think we've stopped looking at in a lot of ways and bypassed and going to this new frontier. I'm learning about technology. Funny enough, we've been with it for our whole entire lives, but I've never ever felt super connected to it. So I want to learn how to connect so that I can connect with you guys better and bigger, because I do have visions. I want to see more people love themselves, like so wholeheartedly love themselves that they can dance to their own rhythm, that they can unmask the old self that they've been hiding and find the comfort in being who they are all the time, not part of the time, not only when you're with certain people, not all of that. You should be you all the damn time. I might swear. That's okay. Things fly out of my mouth. I don't actually practice. I don't have a script written. This is me. I'm Heather Ruth. I live in Canada, British Columbia, in the Okanagan. I am from the northwest. I love the Northwest Ocean landscape. I love mountains and rivers. I'm obsessed with tiny homes. I think they're neat. I think they're amazing. I don't believe we need grandiose to be luxury and wealthy. I am learning about streams of wealth. I'm surrounding myself with people that talk about new science because I feel the desire and I also can feel the energy of these changes. I am an intuitive. And most of all, and I'm saying it out here loud, and if my friend Arlene sees this at any point, I am source. Ah, I love it. I love feeling this way and unabashedly. So if you're looking for a community, if you're looking for like-minded individuals and you just want to raise your own vibe, come find us in the creators. I will put the link on my Facebook page or underneath this live. Come find us there. We're playing with numerology and energy, and it's about supporting each other in personal development and growth as we grow, as we become more solid in the universal laws, the understanding of we are one and our connection to one another. Come play there. It's fun. I'm the fire keeper of the group, and we have so many wonderful people that come in and play and do some beautiful things. Just like some of us are looking for, like my mentor, Joy Kingsborough, my friend, I was talking earlier today in her cast about making a clean break, finding something new. I know for myself, I have been finding I want new spaces. I want new conversations. I'm kind of done with the mundane pieces. I love talking about gardening. I'll talk about it all day long, but I want to talk about new discoveries. I'm really curious about what's being discovered in the world and finding new ways to do things. I don't believe looking at the old and replicating is working anymore. There's a lot of change happening. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in here. I didn't want it to be too long, just to get my engines and my gears moving and to talk about things that I'm passionate about talking about, whether I have 4 people, no people, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show up. I may not schedule them. I may just pop in and do these kinds of things. I may do card readings. I don't know yet, but I'm really excited to just share myself with you and with the world. So I love you. Have a great day. And if you're ever looking for a conversation or connection, follow me on Instagram, Heather J. Ruth. My link to my calendar is always in my bio. It's on my Facebook business page, Heather Ruth Whole Connections, and I would love to talk with you.